All right, happy Friday. Let's jump into headlines. Here we go. First one from Fortune. Zillow forecasts home prices to fall in these 259 housing markets, while these 615 go higher. All right, so what does that mean? Well, it means that real estate is hyperlocal. You already knew this, but check out this map and look at Atlanta, which is where we are talking about. The South and Midwest are always positioned in a better place because historically our cost of living is so much lower than the Northeast and the West Coast. So take a look at the map. You're not in Atlanta, where do you fall? All right, Realtor.com, next headline, the riskiest housing markets where housing prices could fall the most. Guess what? It says the same thing, that the South and Midwest are more insulated and therefore at less of a risk. Now, does this mean that there's a guarantee of anything? Of course not. We are still keeping an eye on inflation, and those numbers came out higher than expected, and that will continue to impact the interest rates. Now, here's what's kind of crazy is normally when the stock market comes down, that makes bonds buying go up and stabilizes that housing rate. With the stock market going crazy over inflation numbers, the bond market also tanked, which is unusually, they usually go in opposite directions. So we will continue to keep an eye on that for you. And also interest rates, since we're talking about that, they did jump up to 6.33. Take a look at this graph and that shows you where they're at. Now, what can your buyer do if they can't afford the home they want at that interest price? Well, 2-1 buy downs. Do you know about them? Do you have them? Are you offering them? That is a great solution. Also, FHA, VA are assumable. What does that mean? Talk to your lender and get some help and clarity on that because there are creative solutions to higher interest rates. You've got to be resourceful. All right, the next thing that we are seeing is a 98% sales price to list price average. And that is getting us back to a more moderate and even market. Again, this is a good thing, especially for buyers and even for sellers, because it can be very stressful and difficult in the market that we're coming out of, which I don't believe will ever be repeated. And I'm hearing that from other people as well. All right, let's jump right into the market stats. New markets on the new listings that came on the market. This is a 7-day snapshot of all of these numbers. 2,125 homes hit the market in the last 7 days, median list price of $415. Back on market, we are seeing this uptick in fallout. That means having great advice and a wonderful realtor who knows what they're doing is more important than ever right now. 547 homes back on the market, $350,000 median price point on those, 25 days on market. All right, price reductions, huge uptick here. 2,306 price reductions, 385 at that median price there, 37 days average on market. Of those 2,306 homes, only 90 immediately went under contract, which represents only 4% of those. So pricing and your strategy there is key. Price it right out of the gate. Increase in prices, 175 this week, still boggles my mind. Pending homes under contracts, pending 1688 went pending, 374 median price point, 19 days on market. We're seeing an uptick on that. And then active under contract, 738, 399,000 being the median price point, 14 days median on market. So seeing it 2 weeks average on market prior to going under contract. Not that long, gal, that's not long. Expireds, 201 this week, 420,000 being the median price point, 66 days average on market. I wanna say something just really quickly. Listing agreements, get those back to 90 days at minimum. 60 days, 30 days, unless they are just priced to sell and run out the door, get back to those 90-day listing agreements. Withdrawns, 421, that is an uptick in that. 460,000 being the median price point on those, 42 days median on market. hold means they just hit the pause button. 150 with 379.5 being the median price point on those. Closed 1,661 with a list price of 384 median and a sales price of 380. 13 days median on market. So we are seeing that 98% sales price to list price ratio. So let your sellers know, set expectations up front, and help them get across the finish line. All right, have a great weekend, and it is full of opportunity right now. So choose what you do with it. Have a great one.